The night was unnaturally quiet when the Specter Seekers van pulled up to the rusted gates of Black Hollow Asylum. The building loomed against the horizon like a corpse, refusing to rot. Its windows hollow eyes, its walls veined with ivy and decay. "Man, this place looks worse than I expected," muttered Ryan, the cameraman, adjusting his lens. His breath fogged in the cold air. Clara, the host and lead investigator, forced a grin. "Exactly. That's why people love these places. The worse it looks, the more haunted it feels." In the back seat, Ethan, their sound tech, was checking his equipment. "Just don't forget what happened to that other YouTube team that came here last year," he said. "No one's heard from them since." Clara rolled her eyes. "Urban legend. They probably faked it for views." But even as she said it, her voice trembled slightly. Act 1. The Arrival. Inside the asylum was a cathedral of dust. Every footstep echoed down long corridors littered with broken wheelchairs and shattered glass. The team's flashlights cut through the dark like trembling blades. They started filming their intro. Clara, on camera. We're inside Black Hollow Asylum, closed since 1987 after a fire destroyed the West Wing. Locals say screams can still be heard from inside these halls. Tonight we'll find out if that's true. Ryan panned the camera across the graffiti-covered walls. Among the random scrawls, one word appeared over and over again. "Listen." "Creepy," Ryan muttered. They moved toward the main ward, setting up a few night vision cameras. Ethan began picking up faint whispers on his audio recorder. He removed his headphones, pale. "Guys, I think someone's singing." They froze. There was no one else inside. The sound returned, a low, melodic hum echoing through the pipes. "Hush, little voices, don't you cry. The doctor's here to make you lie." Clara swallowed. "Okay, that's definitely on camera. Let's follow it." Act 2, the recording. They traced the humming to a treatment room where rusted gurneys sat under peeling paint. A shattered mirror leaned against the wall, warped and discolored. Ryan set up a static camera. "We'll get some B-roll here." He looked into the mirror's reflection and saw Clara standing behind him, even though she was on the other side of the room. "Clara," he started, turning. But she wasn't there. "Guys," Ryan whispered, "I just saw something." Then the humming returned, louder now, closer, followed by a metallic scrape, like chains dragging on tile. Ethan's EMF meter spiked. The lights on it flickered wildly. "Something's here," he said. The temperature plummeted. Their breath came out in clouds. And then, a voice. You shouldn't have come here." It came from the ceiling vent. Ryan lifted the camera up. The lens caught something moving inside the duct. A pale face, upside down, smiling. He screamed and stumbled back. The vent cover clanged open, but nothing fell. Ethan replayed the audio. The voice was still there, tuutak, distorted, whispering the same words on loop. "You shouldn't have come here. You shouldn't have come here." Act 3, the basement. They decided to head to the boiler room, where the asylum's fire had started decades ago. The stairs leading down were slick with water and mold. As they descended, Ryan noticed his camera flickering. The time code skipped forward, jumping hours at random. "Something's messing with my footage," he muttered. The air grew thick with the smell of burnt hair and medicine. At the bottom, they found a wall covered in names scratched into the plaster and hundreds of them overlapping. And at the center, Dr. Voss. Clara checked her notes. He was the head psychiatrist, accused of experimental surgeries before the fire, never found. As she spoke, Ethan's recorder turned on by itself. A voice came through. Patient 43, procedure incomplete. They froze. Suddenly, the old boiler roared to life, even though it wasn't connected to any power. Steam hissed from the pipes. The air shimmered. Ryan's camera caught something moving in the mist. A tall, emaciated figure in a burnt lab coat. Half of its face was gone. Patient 43, it rasped. The lights burst. Screams filled the room, some real, some not. They ran. ACT-4. The corridor of echoes. The hallways seemed to twist and shift. Doors that once led to the exit now opened into more corridors. Clara tried to keep everyone calm. We just have to stick together, okay? It's just the fear playing tricks. But Ethan stopped walking. His recorder was glowing. Guys, he whispered. They're following us. He played the recording back. There were 4 of them walking, but 5 sets of footsteps. Ryan turned the camera behind them, and there, barely visible in the green tint of night vision, was a shadow walking in sync with them. Then it broke rhythm and ran straight at the lens. The footage cut out. ACT-5, the tape. When Ryan's camera came back online, he was alone. His breathing was ragged. The hallways were silent. He called out, Clara? Ethan? No answer. He checked his playback screen. The last few minutes of footage were still there. But the video showed something impossible. In it, Ryan was standing right where he was now. But behind him, Clara and Ethan were still walking. He turned around. No one. He played more. The recording version of himself turned toward the camera and whispered, Don't look up. Ryan froze. His eyes slowly lifted toward the ceiling. Something hung there, a body, suspended upside down, its head twitching unnaturally. It opened its mouth, and Ryan's own voice came out. You shouldn't have come here. The camera fell. The screen went black. Epilogue. Found footage. A week later, police entered the asylum after reports of strange lights. They found the team's van still parked outside, doors open, cameras missing. In the main ward, they discovered a single camera lying on the floor, still recording. It had been running for 6 straight days. The final frame showed the corridor, empty, except for one thing scratched into the wall beside it. Listen. Then, faintly beneath the static, came the sound of humming. Hush, little voices. Don't you cry. The end.